My husband's attractive colleague made a move on him during a work trip, so he reported her to HR. Now she's on sick leave after news came out that she has a history of inappropriate behavior in the workplace. My husband occasionally travels for work. Next week, he has to attend a conference in Budapest. Nothing out of the ordinary except one of his colleagues will accompany him, and this colleague is a freshly divorced, very attractive younger woman. I don't like this woman because she has eyes on my husband. When he brought me as his +1 to a work dinner, she wouldn't stop complimenting him, which was fine with me but within limits. But she also made some jokes to me, such as calling her if I ever needed someone to take him out of my hands for the day, or if I could lend him to her. This left a bitter taste in my mouth, and when I told my husband about this, he said he would talk to her and ask her to tone it down. But still, he complained a couple of times that this lady sticks to him like hot glue when she has the occasion, and when he and the team go out to eat, she insists on carpooling with him. Now they are on this trip together, and I am uncomfortable. I trust my husband, but I am afraid this woman might try to pull something. My husband listened to my concerns and proposed I come along if it could help, and this sounds like the perfect solution. But I also have work to attend to, and I am afraid that if I come along, I might come off as insecure, jealous, and distrustful of my husband. My husband reassured me and offered a solution, but I am still undecided. Update 1. I ended up not going on the trip with my husband because I had a family emergency. My husband offered to take sick leave, but I was against it and told him I trusted him and his common sense. The woman made her move. They were having dinner at the hotel restaurant when she started playing footsie and rubbing her foot on his leg. This made my husband uncomfortable, and he asked her to stop. She replied something along the lines of "make me," so my husband left dinner. She came to his room an hour late because she wanted to apologize. Meanwhile, he had already called to inform me about what happened at dinner. My husband tried to keep her at the door, but she pushed her way in and sat on his bed. My husband tried to get her out, but she literally lunged at him, trying to kiss him and saying it would be only tonight. She said she saw he was undressing her with his eyes every day before actually starting to undress herself. My husband tried to leave the room, but she started to cry and apologize. She begged my husband not to leave her because she only needed someone to talk to. She dressed back and went down to the lobby to talk. My husband wouldn't trust her anymore to be alone with her. Again, she apologized. She said she just feels lonely and wants someone like my husband. My husband consoled her a bit but told her he wouldn't be comfortable anymore to be with her one-on-one and would tell me. She agreed, asked for a hug, which my husband conceded, and then left. The day after, her attitude made a 180-degree turn. She acted cold and distant with my husband in work situations and called him by his surname. Today, they were supposed to get back in the office, but my husband took time off, and she took sick leave. My husband now worries he might face retaliation. I believe him and his account of the events, and he handled it well, except maybe hugging her. I will be standing with him if she tries something. Update 2. My husband went to Human Resources on Tuesday, and it seems they took his concerns seriously. It helped that he gathered some coworkers willing to testify on his behalf and how this woman was too friendly to him. But the real big news is that someone from another office approached my husband, and hearsay is that this woman got transferred to my husband's branch exactly because she got inappropriate with her downlines. They said she at least made very forceful advances to another man and a woman too. I admit I am relieved that this woman has a history, making it more likely for my husband to be believed. But I am also pissed off because this person seemingly got off each time with a slap on the wrist. She's a predator, and yet she never faced any serious consequences. Her sick leave has been extended, and she let her team know she's getting back the week after next week. My husband is doing well but is sometimes a bit of a mess. He blames himself for everything that happened, and worse, he says he has cheated on me. He also said he's been having nightmares of having intimacy with her. I have to reassure him that he did everything right and is not to blame here. He has decided to take some vacation days next week to rest and recuperate from the stress, and I look forward to spending quality time with him. We'll be alright, I know it.